Yo, what's up guys, I'm Charis and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be doing a loot from 500 Rex Matriarchs, so I hope you enjoy it and let's get straight into it. The Rex Matriarchs are 3 new bosses that came out a week and a half ago from when I'm releasing this video. The bosses are Rathis, Orikalka, and Pthentraken, and they are very similar to DKs in which there's one for every style and you have to kill it using the correct style. They drop a total of 8 new items, 4 of which are the pieces for the new weapon, the laniakea spear, which is a tier 82 weapon that has tier 90 damage, tier 75 accuracy, it has halberd range, and it has a special effect that will increase your poison damage. The other 4 drops are the heart of the warrior, seer, archer, and berserker, and these can be combined with 10 rings from the Dagonoth Kings to make the reavers, champions, channelers, and stalkers ring respectively. If you want to know more about the drops themselves, I did make a video right before release talking about each drop and going into more detail. You can go watch that by clicking the card in the top right of your screen right now. Before we get into the loot, let's talk a little bit about the Rexes themselves. With a relatively good setup and by killing 1 Rex at a time, you can get about 40 kills per hour and even more than that, but I just rounded it down to 40. This also includes AFKing Rathis, which is a little bit over 40 kills per hour depending on your gear. On the other hand, if you're really high level and you have the gear to kill 2 Rexes at a time, you can get over 60 kills per hour. Once again, it is possible to go over 60 kills per hour, but I just rounded it down so that it would apply to more people. Now let's take a look at the presets that I'm using to kill 1 Rex at a time, starting with Rathis. For this one, you want to bring pretty much the best melee gear you have, and just your regular PVM things in your inventory like your enhanced Excalibur, your switches, your overload, spray renewals, weapon poison, and all of that. I'm not going to go into too much detail here since I did make a very detailed guide on each one of the Rexes, and you can go to it by clicking on the top right of your screen right now. Next up, we have the Melee Rex Orikalka, and for this one you're going to want to bring your best mage gear. A nice nihil is very good here since it's going to help with the accuracy and increase your DPS by a little bit. Finally, we have the Magic Rex, which is Pthentraken, and for this one, you guessed it, you want to bring your best range gear that you have. Like I said before, this is a loot video and not a full guide, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but you can use these presets in order to give yourself an idea of what to bring to the bosses. In my inventory, I have all of the loot from the Rexes themselves. This is all of the regular loot excluding unique drops, and keep in mind I did use magic notepaper to note all of the hides and the dinosaur bones. They also have some very interesting drops like draconic energy, ancient scales, and sirenic scales. Also, this is a loot from mostly Rathis, a little bit of Pthentraken, and a very few Orikalka. Later in the video we're going to be doing some calculations in order to figure out what the GP per hour is at every single one if you're only killing that single Rex. The total common loot comes out to be 64.5 mil, but we also have the damaged dinosaur hide which can't be traded but it can be alked for 5,000 each. The total amount for the hides is 14.7 mil. If we add that to the common loot value, we get 79.2 mil just from regular loot. Now let's take a look at all the unique drops that we got. In total, we got 6 pieces for the laniakea spear, 2 hearts of the archer, 3 hearts of the berserker, 1 heart of the warrior, and 1 heart of the seer. Also keep in mind, while these are speculated to be a 1 in 128 drop rate, it seems like the heart of the berserker along with the spear pieces are in a different drop table. This means it is possible to get a heart of the seer and a heart of the berserker in the same drop. If we drop everything in here, we get a total of 174 mil, but this is completely wrong since the prices in the G are nowhere near the actual prices for this item. Let's take a look at the actual prices for these items. Pretty much all of the spear pieces are about 12 mil. The hearts of the archer are the cheapest hearts at 1.4 mil, followed by the heart of the berserker at 1.5. This is because Rathis is really easy to AFK, so there's a lot more of those coming into the game. Next up, we have the heart of the warrior, which is 6.7 mil, followed by the heart of the seer, which is the most expensive at 9 mil. This comes out to a total of 95 mil. Now let's take a look at the GP per hour at Rexes. If we add up all of the common loot along with all of the unique drops, we got a total of 174.2 mil. At 40 kills per hour, this comes out to a total of 14 mil, and at 60 kills per hour, you can get up to 21 mil. Remember, the loot from this is mixed up between Orikalka, Pthentraken, and Rathis, so let's take a look at how much you would make by killing each one. The only difference that we're going to be seeing here are the hearts that we get. Since each Rex drops all the parts of the spear and the heart of the berserker at the same rate, we can assume those drops stay the same. But since Rathis only drops the heart of the archer, we're gonna assume we got 4 of those instead of the 2, 1 and 1 that we actually got. This brings down the total value to 161.3 mil, making it 13 mil per hour at 40 kills per hour and 19 mil per hour at 60 kills per hour. For Orikalka, we're gonna be counting 4 heart of the warrior instead of the 2 archer and 1 seer that we actually got. This brings up the value to 182.5 mil, making it 15 mil per hour at 40 kills and 22 mil per hour at 60 kills. Finally, for Pthentraken, we're going to assume we got 4 hearts of the seer instead of the other 3 that we actually got. And since these are the most expensive, it actually brings the value up quite a bit to 191.7 mil. This would mean killing Pthentraken would be 15 mil an hour at 40 kills and 23 mil an hour at 60 kills. Just a bit of a disclaimer here, just keep in mind this is a mere estimate of what your drops could be like. 500 kills is not nearly enough of a sample in order to get the actual drop rates from these. I think overall I got relatively lucky with the drops, and if you go and do the exact same 500 kills, you might get even luckier and get a bunch of spear pieces, or you might go dry for 250 kills and get nothing. In the end, it's all RNG, but hopefully this video will give you an idea of what your drops could look like if you go and kill these for an hour. Anyways guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. You can also click on screen now to go to my channel, a random video that YouTube will select for you, and my Road to Golden Reaper playlist, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!